working at one of their warehouses at this particular time. There was a guy that I worked with. I mean, it was plenty of people that was coming in and out of the warehouse, plenty of people that worked in my department. There's this one particular guy that worked in my department. Just remember, anytime this guy would come around, when I tell you, the smell that he let off was horrible. Like, it was the mustiest of musty smells. You know, like you ever been around somebody where they just smell musty? Like, I'm talking like, not just like they've been working out or they've been working hard or they just, been moving, exercising or whatever, but I'm talking like, yo, they forgot to put on deodorant type musty. On top of busting their ass and working and this and that, blah, blah, blah. So it was real strong. He would come around and it'd just be like, like anytime he would come around, just like, oh my gosh, like, I don't even want to be around this dude. And plenty of people around me would have the same kind of vibe. We all kind of knew who this guy was, and anytime he came around, he could part a crowd like Moses with the Red Sea. He'd come around and everybody just open up and he'd go wherever he needed to go. And he would go on about his business, and the way he acted, I never really seen him interact with anybody, but the way he kind of moved, it was just kind of like, you would think he didn't know he stunk like that, but he did. Well, I don't know if he knew or whatever, but he definitely stunk. I just remember thinking about him in that way, like, yo, this motherfucker stank. Like, just interpreting that smell and just everything from my perspective. And then, I would think about that experience from time to time, because I never really experienced anything like that where I had to work with somebody day in and day out who smelt like that and just seemed to not have a care in the world. And I remember, years later, just thinking about it. And instead of thinking about, damn, he stinks so bad, man, hey, he smelled horrible, I thought about it like, man, what was he going through in life at that time in his life for him to come to work in a public setting like that and smell so horrible and continue to walk around like it was no care in the world? Like, what was he going through? Did he lose a mom? Did he lose a parent? Did he lose a sibling? What happened to him? Was he, evicted from a home or something? Like, what was this man going through? At the time when that was going on, I had no understanding for what I didn't understand. I didn't understand anything about what he was going through. Therefore, all I knew was that he stank, and that was where I was going to leave it at, is what I felt. I felt like he stank. So I'm looking at him sideways. Versus, now or just years later, it's just a little different. It's like, yeah, he stank. He definitely, no question about that. He didn't smell too good, but it's just like, what was he going through, man? I wonder what he was going through, man. He had to be going through something tough, something really tough in life, something really heavy for him to move around the way he was, smelling like that. And something that I challenge anybody to do that's watching this video is to take a look at these different situations that you've had, right? Because we've all had them, and we look at somebody sideways and we don't really know too much about them or what's going on with them. We look at them sideways because it's something that we see. And, ask yourself, damn, yeah, I know they look like this, they look like that, or, I felt this way about what they did, but, man, like, what could they have been going through that I didn't see? Whereas if I was to go through that, how would I be? How would I handle that? And so it just provides, again, a different perspective.